Good morning, members, and to our members of the public who are here in the gallery, as well as our members of the public who are watching through our media platform, and of course our live feed television. The chair will now call this third day, second regular session to order. If we can please all rise for a moment of silence. Thank you, members. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Adda,
Present. Gaya.
Representative Audon, Representative Attao,
Present.
Representative Aquino,
Present.
Senator Babauta, Representative Vinaventi,
Gaya.
Representative Camacho Angelo,
Present.
Representative Camacho Diego,
Present.
Representative Camacho Joel,
Yeah.
Senator Castro,
Sige.
Representative Flores Joseph, Representative Flores Marisa,
Present.
Senator Magofnia,
Present.
Representative Manglonia,
Present.
Representative Omar,
Gaya.
Representative Palacios,
Gaya.
Representative Rangamar, Chairman Sablan,
Istigat.
Representative Villa Gomez,
Hello.
Representative Yang Tamay,
Ngangi.
Representative Yumu. Mr. Chairman, we have 18 members present and 3 members absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. With 80 members present, we have duly established a quorum to conduct today's order of business. Please take note that Vice Chairwoman Senator Selina Babauta, Representative Elias Rangamar, and Representative Joe Flores is here by excuse on today's order of business. So with that, we move further down on our order of business. On item B, reading and approval of the journal. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have one SNILD Journal 24-07, second day, second regular session, dated August 29, 25.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, I recognize the floor leader for the proper motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to adopt SNILD Journal 24-07, second day, second regular session dated August 29, 2025. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the adoption of SNILD Journal number 2407, and it has been seconded. Discussion on the motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. All those who oppose, please say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Thank you, members. We are now on item C, public comments, and at this time, the podium is open for any members of our public who are here that wishes to make oral testimony. You may proceed. Please state your name for the record. Thank you.
Buenos dias, Mr. Chairman, member of this body. My name is Ramon R.B. Jose Blas Camacho, the mayor for the municipality of Saipan. Mr. Chairman and member of this body, I'm here to submit my written comments and also my oral testimony reference to this House Local Bill 24-26. Mr. Chairman, I addressed this letter to you reference to this appropriation, and I'm here to humbly, respectfully seek your utmost consideration to consider the mayor in that appropriation, the $300,000 for the local delegation. Mr. Chairman and member of this body, I think you have all the copies of the newsletter from the mayor's office. And just to imagine these two pictures here, Mr. Chairman, from the recycling. Just consider this thing. Just imagine this huge of scrap metals, huge of junk cars. If I don't remove this thing in the village, what's going to happen to our environment? Probably most of you, every week we have somebody die in our community. We don't know if these things are contributing to a health issue that causing all this sickness in our community. I don't know. But I'm working on it to investigate. Do we have contamination on our island? I don't know. Recently, they found this mine and ammunition underground. Is that a possibility that causes water contamination? I don't know. If you go up to dialysis, Mr. Chairman, you see a numbers of people, 24 hours that dialysis operate. What's causing all this impact in our community? Why our people are dying left to right? Cancers, not just oral cancers. I don't know if you heard about our former leader, Diego Benavente. So what's really causing all this thing? I don't know. Maybe one of us carrying it. We don't know. So again, Mr. Chairman, if you really consider this thing, you require me to submit those local appropriation, those funding. I submitted my letter to you, Mr. Chairman. I got nothing to hide. Okay? I'm not reckless to spend this money. Mr. Chairman and member of this body, the mayor needs help. The mayor is moving the whole 9 yards in our community. And each of you, I take care of your precinct. People, your constituent in your precinct really praising the mayor for doing all this hard job. People are asking for road repair. And I want to thank Congressman Aquino. I spotted him yesterday with his crew, bush cutting, riding more the Salampio Road to San Antonio. But again, that's not your job. That's not your job. It is my job as a mayor for this community. Your job is focus on the economy, focus on the policies. But I appreciate, maybe Congressman Aquino on his spare time. But again, I appreciate, because this is our island, this is our people. Please consider appropriate 100,000 to the mayor. This morning, my compactor just break down. The parts is costing me $500 to purchase it today to take care of the manmatay. There's a couple of residential that need the attention of the mayor for convenience of the family to give them more support because one of the family matay. So this is every day the mayor's job. I know you guys been seeing the mayor out there. All over the places. If you look at that huge of scrap metals, those came from the village. Not in the jungle. In the heart of the village. Again, just like what I said earlier, I don't know if that really causing the health problems to our community. The impact that those scrap metals, junkers that have been sitting there decades and decades. I'm too concerned. I'm too concerned of this impact. Just to share with you, already getting this information, I asked one of my staff to start visiting all these health service providers and give me the data. How many of their clients been detected cancer? We need the data. Just like I said, we don't know if one of us carrying this thing now. Because I see that there's a possibility, probability, those are the impact from those underground. And those rusted metals, water drip down to the water table. And that's where we're taking shower. That's where we brush our teeth. I don't know again, but we need to start investigating this issue. We have to be very serious on these matters. I care for the people. I care for the people. That's the reason why I'm doing this thing in our community. Tanapak, I sweep out Tanapak. Kangmang, I polish Kangmang. Couple of you, Dandan, you drive around now and you see if there's any junks. The mayor's too concerned about the health of the people. So again, I'm not talking as a politician here, Mr. Chairman. I'm talking here as a servant. I'm a real servant to the people. So please, I need your blessing. I need your support. Mr. Chairman, allocate the funding to the mayor. The report I handed over to you this morning, that's the actual report. I submit my report to the finance secretary last fiscal year. So again, I want to commit myself, I want to promise you guys, whatever I spend on that local delegation appropriation to the mayor, I'll furnish you the receipt. That's my commitment to the people. I'll furnish the receipt. Because I don't play around with the taxpayers' money. I want to make use of that taxpayers' money. Mr. Chairman, there's a lot of unseen, mandate unfunded that I'm hearing out there in the community. Mandate unfunded. Humanitarian issues. I came across with too many humanitarian issues. And I cannot say no. I cannot say no. Because I am there, because I got elected by the people to do my work as a mayor, as well as you guys. Let's all be a team player. Let's not push to each other. Let the people decide who to come back in the next election. Let's not worry about that. Because I'm not worried about the next election. Let the people, because the people make a decision. Okay? All I want is to work with you guys and let's serve the people. So please, leaders, it's on your hand to furnish me to help our community, to help each of your constituents out there. So please consider the mayor on this thing. And again, I'll commit myself, and I'll furnish you every single expense on those appropriations to you all. I want to be transparent as well as you. So please, let's work together. Because this is a very serious now, Mr. Chairman. We all know that we have an economy issues. I'm killing myself trying to entice now businesses, tourists. I'm scheduling to go to Korean because the Korean business wants me to meet with their mayor, how we can all work together and establish this sister city program. So again, I'm not an MVA, but I'm using my authority as a mayor to represent the municipality of Saipan to another mayor in a different country. So again, I'm trying my best to help to drive our economy here. If we all work together, there's nothing impossible. But if we all push each other, there's nothing to accomplish. So again, I humbly ask to please consider this appropriation, at least 100,000 out of the 300,000. And I'll commit myself to furnish you all the receipt. Thank you.
Thank you, and Jesus Mosi, Mayor R.B. Camacho. The podium is still open for any of our members of the public who are here who wishes to provide oral testimony. Seeing that there is no further public comments at this time, public comments is now closed. And we move further down on our next item, which is item D, introduction of local bills. And at this time, I recognize Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now introducing House Local Bill number 24-26 to appropriate $360,000 from revenue collected pursuant to Saipan Local Law 2206 and for other purposes. Introduce myself and
You mean $380,000?
$380,000, that's correct.
Thank you, Representative Yumo. And at this time, if I recognize the floor leader for the proper motion to place this bill on today's bill calendar.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to place House Local Bill number 2426 to appropriate $380,000 from revenues collected pursuant to Saipan Local Law 22-06 and for other purposes into bill calendar. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the placement of House Local Bill number 24-26 into the today's bill calendar, and it has been seconded. Discussion on the motion. Ready? Under the motion, recognize Representative Roman Benavente.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm looking at the bill, the 22-06, and the funding that's appropriate.
Can we discuss that when we get to the bill calendar? Because the motion is to just place so the discussion on the motion would be the placement of the bill in today's bill calendar.
So, yeah, I'll wait for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any discussion on the motion offered by our floor leader? Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Thank you, members. Moving along, there happens to be none on item E, introduction of local resolutions, none on item F, messages from the governor. There is none on item G, messages from the mayors. None on item H, reports and communication of heads and department and agencies. We are now on item I, House Communication. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 4 House Communication numbers 24-36 through 24-39.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussion on House Communications. Ready? Thank you, members. Moving along, there happens to be none on our next item of business, item J, Senate Communications. We are now on item K, Delegation Matters. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 5 Delegation Matters numbers 24-46 through 24-50.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussion on delegation matters. Ready? Thank you, members. We now move down to item L, Miscellaneous Communications. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 3 Miscellaneous Communication number 24-82, 83, and 84.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussion on miscellaneous communications. I recognize Representative Marisa Flores.
Thank you, Chairman. I just want to point out that the nonprofit Micronesian Legal Service has once again submitted to the Department of Finance their expenditure report on the local appropriation 2205, Section 2N. And while this local law had also provided some funding to other nonprofits, I still wait, and I do recommend, Chairman, that we extend and write more, let them know that once their appropriation has been exhausted, to please furnish their expenditure report, or at least even give us an update on their goals and objectives when we appropriated these bills and these funds. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Representative Marisa Flores. Duly noted. Further discussion on miscellaneous communication. Ready? Thank you, members. Moving along, there happens to be none on item M, reports of standing committees, none on item N, reports of special and conference committees. There is none on item O, unfinished business. We have none on item P, resolution calendar. We are now on item Q, bill calendar. And at this time, I recognize the floor leader for the proper suspension of rules.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to suspend Rule 7, Section 8, on committee reports, Rule 9, Section 7, referral of bills, and Rule 9, Section 9 and 10 for first and final reading. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the suspension of pertinent rules. It has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to pass House Local Bill 24-26 to appropriate $380,000. My apologies, Mr. Chairman. Hold on. From revenues collected pursuant to Saipan Local Law 22-06 and for other purposes. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the adoption of for the passage of House Local Bill 24-26, and it has been seconded. Recognize Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And before I read out the substitute, can we take a short recess?
Short recess. Thank you, members, and to the viewing public. We are back on session, and when we took a long recess, we are at the motion offered by our floor leader for the passage of House Local Bill 24-26. And at this time, I recognize the author of the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, members, for that long discussion on amending House Local Bill 24-26. So I now offer a motion to adopt, is it to adopt?
substitute.
Or to substitute House Local Bill 24-26H S1 to read as follows. And majority of the changes were made on page 1, line 10 through line 3, page 3, line 1. So move.
May you explain the breakdown of your substitute, Representative Yumo? You may proceed.
Thank you, Chairman. And so on page 1, line A, the delegation will allow $200,000 to go to carried out for their operations. And when the grant is made available, that this shall be reimbursed to the delegation at the amount of $200,000. Letter B, $60,000 for the Navy Hill Basket Corps rehabilitation. Letter C, $50,000 to the CNMI financial aid, financial assistance office scholarship. Letter D, $30,000 for the Saipan and Northern Ireland delegation. Letter E, $20,000 to the Carolinian Affairs Office. Short recess.
Short recess. We are back in session, and you may proceed, Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Chairman. And letter E, $20,000 to the CAO office for Heritage Month. Letter F, $20,000 to the Indigenous Affairs Office for the Cultural Heritage Month. And we'll let the legal counsel and the clerk work together to make substantive changes. Should there be an issue with the bill, so move.
There is a substitute offered by the author of the bill, Representative Yumo, and it has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Recognize Representative Bijayato.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just want to thank the author for pushing the substitute legislation, more specifically to under 2A regarding the carry dot. So there's just a little bit more explanation on the carry dot issue. So with the single audit report not being out, carry dots being withheld about $400,000+ in grant money from that they usually receive from CJPA. And they came to the delegation requesting for some assistance, and we had asked them that, or we had told them that the most we can do is approximately about $150,000 to $200,000, provided, however, in that negotiations that the delegation would be reimbursed the total amount that was given to them, with the understanding from CARIDOT that they can actually use the grant money to reimburse back the delegation for the usage of this $200,000. And the good news is the first audit report should be coming out in October, so CARIDOT may get a additional fund or some funding from CJPA through that that our audit report that's coming out in October that would allow them to at least pay back the delegation, maybe possibly by December of this year, or at least at the end of the first quarter, so they can get themselves moving forward with the money that we had appropriated under this legislation. So just to be clear that this money is not for a loss, it's also going for a good cause, and CARIDOT's been a big part of our community in assisting with the services that they provide our community. And this monies will actually be reimbursed back to the delegation, so that the delegation can actually use the money for other stuff that were intended prior to CARIDOT's emergency requests, because of the single audit report not being available, and them not being part of the CNMI budget. They had gone this way to request for some additional funding or some assistance from the delegation. So with that being said, Mr. Chairman, I'm ready to vote on the motion and to the main motion and pass.
Thank you, Representative BJ Atto. Further discussion on the motion for the substitute? Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed say nay. Motion is adopted. House Local Bill number 24-26 is now substitute 1. We are now on the main motion. Further discussion? Ready? Thank you, members. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Fanta,
Ngan.
Representative Aldan, Representative Fattah,
Yes.
Representative Aquino,
Yes.
Representative Benavente,
Again.
Representative Camacho Angelo,
Yes.
Representative Camacho Diego,
Yes.
Representative Camacho Joel,
Ungan.
Senator Castro,
Ungan.
Representative Flores Marisa,
Yes.
Senator Magofnia,
Ungan.
Representative Manglonia,
Yes.
Representative Omar,
Ungan.
Representative Palacios,
Ngan.
Representative Villa Gomez,
Awer.
Representative Yang Tamay,
Ungan.
Representative Yumu,
Yes.
Mr. Chairman.
Ungan.
Mr. Chairman, all 18 members voted yes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. With all 18 members voting in the affirmative, House Local Bill number 24-26, substitute 1, hereby passes the delegation. Thank you, member. That takes care of the bill calendar for today. We now move down to item R, miscellaneous business. Are there any recognized representatives? Senator Manny Castro.
Thank you, Chairman. I know you miss me as a representative, but thank you for clarifying. I just wanted to make some comments on what was said by our good mayor earlier regarding, some of the, statements about services to the community. When there's funerals and everything, usually, a lot of families are struggling because tents are expensive and tables. So the resources that go to our offices also help pay to mitigate the burden on families during their most vulnerable time of need. So yes, we recognize the mayor's good work out there to the community, but at the same time, we also need to synergize our, also rethink the way we do our expenditures. And I really want to thank all of you for supporting Senate Bill 24-08. This was an amendment to the Recycling Act of 1999, which my grandfather introduced, and it was passed as law but never implemented. So all the pictures that you see here of junk cars would now enable DPW to do advanced disposal fees, in which we can possibly see less junk cars if the program is implemented properly. So how these advanced disposal fees would work is when a car is purchased and comes in, DPW would assess an advanced disposal fee of maybe $100 or $200, $300. And then once the car is at the end of its life cycle, it can be redeemed to get that advanced disposal fee back. So rather than, wasting a lot of government, not wasting, but using government expenses to take care of litter, we can actually put the burden back on the person responsible for the trash or the junk car. So, a lot of our members of the community, they try to save up for junk cars on parts, but if we can buy them, incentivize them to just, get that car out of their lot through a $300 credit, then we're gonna see a lot of, less junk cars in the community. So, again, I just wanted to thank all of you. In addition, it's already been proven that the 555 program it works. Thanks to our grants office, people were able to get try out the recycling program where each can is worth 5 cents and redeeming it and getting money back. So with this new legislation, we can make this program more permanent, and again, put the cost back on the people responsible for the litter. So if you're throwing your latten si besa in the jungle and si fulano comes and takes that can and redeems it, si fulano will be rewarded with 5 cents and 5 cents or 10 cents. Imagine maybe 5 trash bag of cans or bottles or plastic bottles that can equate to $300 or $200. This type of recycling and upcycling and diversion programs already been proven throughout the 50 states and including the Republic of Palau. So I just want to thank all of you, members of the House, the Senate. Thank you to Governor Apatang for signing this into law. It is now Public Law 24-12. And I also want to thank Secretary Ralph Yumo for Sorry, brothers. Secretary Ray Yumo for pushing this on his side too, and hopefully his department can get this program operational sooner rather than later. Thank you, and Jesus Mosi.
Thank you, Senator Manny. Further discussion on miscellaneous business. Recognize Representative Marisa Flores.
Thank you, Chairman. At this time, I'd just like to just point out the House's action on the next-gen communication system. And I want to thank the author, Rep. Omar, for that, because I think moving forward, this is a system that really should have happened yesterday. And when we talk about safety and welfare of our community, such access involves how quickly we respond to the need of our people. And so my hope is that once this passes the Senate with the help of Senators Castro and Magofnia, we could see a smooth transition, just as we've assisted Senator Castro in his recycling bid. So I hope that the favor can be returned, because the need is needed throughout the Commonwealth. Additionally, I wanted to express that, the third senatorial district is a big district in terms of population compared to our first and second senatorial districts. So when we allocate money, it's never going to be enough to help our constituents here in this district. Never. And while we get the brunt and we get the negative statements from the public that we're not doing enough, even within our own precinct, I think it's important to know that at this level, it's not even our level, our precinct anymore. It's almost still island-wide if you look at it, in essence. So when we hear comments like that, I would just like to express that this body here, the SNILD body, is very different from the first and second senatorial district when you're talking about population, when you're talking about services, when you're talking about money. especially when you're talking about casino appropriations for non-existent casino, which that money can be used to be shared here. But we keep talking about working together, working together, working together. We need to work together because the money is not enough until such time we see an investor come in here and infuse new money. Then maybe we can have a discussion with the other delegation and we can pay them back, or front it first and then we'll pay you back. But it's never going to be enough for the third senatorial district when our population is much bigger. The need is much bigger. And I'm not trying to in any way say that the first and second senatorial districts are not important. They are important because they are part of the CNMI. You can't just have CNMI without Road Antinian. And Road Antinian cannot be CNMI without Saipan or the Northern Islands. So I think moving forward, we really need to have more open discussions on how, as delegations, we can come in and help each other at this point. Because their mayor is like their governor. Our mayor is just a mayor with not that kind of power, not under Amendment 25. He does not operate that way. So I hope that we can further have these discussions with our respected colleagues from Senatorial District 1 and 2 and come up with a new way of reimagining and reinventing how we distribute local funds to the people of the Commonwealth, not just the senatorial districts. Thank you, I yield.
Thank you, Representative Marisa Flores. Any further under miscellaneous business? Ready? Thank you, members. Moving along, we are now on item S, announcements. Any announcements? Ready? With no announcements, we move now to our last order of business, item T. I recognize now the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to adjourn, subject to your call.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader, and it has been seconded. Discussion on the motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. We are now adjourned. Thank you, members, and to the viewing public.